North Vancouver's Canada Day 2021, featuring Andrea Superstein, Melanie Decker, the Brockton World Music Program, Jared Suter, Sweet Pan, Joel Eddington, Adam Woodall, Doghouse, The Benders, and more. Hey everyone, for years the Lionsgate Rotary Club has played host to Canada Day at Waterfront Park, and we sure hope to see you all there again next year, but we're supercharged you're joining us today virtually. Canada's 153rd birthday is unlike any other. We've all been worn down by COVID and now rocked by unmarked graves at residential schools. For many, this is a Canada Day of deep reflection of what needs to change, as well as a day to be grateful for all that is good about Canada. Let's begin with a Rotary version of our national anthem, spotlighting the flags of countries participating in Rotary's Youth Exchange program, which aims to build international bridges of understanding. If you thought the gentleman waving the maple leaf at the end of the procession looked familiar, that was former BC Premier Bill Vander Zalm making a cameo appearance. This Canada Day, more than most, is a time for us to come together, to reflect, and to learn about Canada's past, all of it. No one can change the past, but we can build on our present to change our future, and we can listen to our Indigenous friends and neighbors.
Hatsqualtanoyap, Siams, Siyoyokwa, Si Toktin, Kwashaman Snar, Natat, Skahot Mishokamel. Just opening in the original language of this land, the Skahotmish language, saying it's great to see each and every one of you, respected leaders, honored guests, friends and relatives. My ancestral name is Si Toktin. I am from the Squamish Nation. I am one of 16 elected council members and have the honor of being one of 2 political spokespersons on behalf of our council as well. I join you from the great shores of our village of Oslahan, which means the head of the bay. It's on the North Shore here. And on behalf of the Squamish Nation Council and the members of the Squamish Nation, I want to formally welcome you to our homelands of the Skahotmish people, which we share with our relatives to the south, the Hamusqueam, and our relatives to the east, the Tsleil-Waututh. We have lived on these lands since the beginning of time, and on behalf of our people, want to wish you all a happy Canada Day. And as we think about Canada and we think about the relationships that Canada has with its original peoples, I want to call you to look at the Truth and Reconciliation Report and the calls to action, the 94 calls to action in that report. And look and see where you fit in as a Canadian and how you can help our path of reconciliation to become a better and a greater country and have a better relationship with First Nations peoples across this country. And again, on behalf of my people, wish you all the best on this Canada Day. Osiam, Tamakwitsi Snachum. Those are my words, and take care, everybody.
Osiam ni siaya I Tanishqualowin, Quitsi Quitsnala Iqui, and the Ansachalot, and the Mana Synthalia Equaslahot Siam, and the Emeth Quethan Sachalot, iquath slahot siam, iquath squistematuch, iquath halat. Hait sepka, amit sep witwilam eat slawatotameth. So what I said to you in the very teeny tiny bit of my language I know called Hunklamitnam or Downriver Halkamelam, I said, my respected ones, the feelings I have inside I feel really good to see you and to be with you here today. And in Coast Salish way, I introduced myself to you with my ancestral name. I carry the name Unsachalot. And in Coast Salish way, I also shared a little bit of my family tree. We do that for many reasons, but the most important is that it informs you, the audience, that I know who I am. I know where I come from. And as a Welmochta, as a grandmother, I carry that responsibility a lot more dearly these days. So my parents are Deanna George and the late hereditary chief Ernie, or Iggy George, as he was known to his friends. My father just passed recently from a long, hard-fought battle against cancer, so it's still really raw. Both sets of my grandparents have passed on. My paternal grandparents are the late hereditary chief John L. George and the late Lillian, or Dolly George, as she was known to her friends. My maternal grandparents are the late Stan Joseph from the Squamish Nation and the late Caroline Nee Thomas Nee Joseph Nee Trimble, and she comes from the Snuneymuxw, or the Nanaimo people, and Kincolith, the Nisga'a people up in the Nass Valley. Raising my hands, it's a Coast Salish gesture of welcome. Hi, it's Sepka, thanking all of you. Amit Sepwitwilam, I welcome you here to the homelands and waters of the Tsleil-Waututh people. I'd also like to acknowledge the Squamish and the Musqueam that make this area their home as well. And just like to thank the organizers for asking us to provide this protocol welcome. And I must share with you that I'm really conflicted this time. As we're all aware of the 215 lost little souls that were discovered at the Kamloops Indian Residential School. That's why we wear orange, to honor that. And not only do we have to remember that they were children, 215 children, 430 parents, 860 grandparents who didn't get to raise these little children up. We also must consider and remember and recognize and honor and give space to all the survivors, because every Indigenous person that you encounter this day, in these days, we carry that trauma, and we carry it in various ways, or it manifests itself in different ways. Some of them, it's self-harm, it's addictions, but it's also the systems that have traumatized us. We've just grown up in constant, consistent trauma. So as we move forward today, as Canadian citizens, I challenge you. I expect you in this day and age to go out and find out more about Canada's dark, dark history, because it's there. We've always known, and this Western science way was able to prove to you what our oral history has told us from day one. So Google the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's report, 94 Calls to Action. And you can also look up the Indian Residential Schools Survivor Society, and they will help you find the resources you need. Reach out to your local Indigenous nations. It's okay not to know, but it's not okay to do nothing now that you do know. You know, Canada is a beautiful country. A lot of people come here to flee their own trauma and conflicts in their country. So let's make this country a better place for all of us, including the first peoples of these lands. Hayat Sepka, thanking all of you.
Our thanks to Chris Lewis and Carlene Thomas for such impassioned messages, and for those look-in-the-mirror calls to personal action. Collectively, we have the potential for this Canada Day to be a turning point in our country's history. It's in our hands. In a few moments, we'll be joined by North Vancouver Member of Parliament Jonathan Wilkinson with Canada Day greetings and reflections on behalf of the federal government. First, though, a musical moment from a North Vancouver artist who the Vancouver province described as redefining jazz. Andrea Superstein was launched into the limelight with her debut performance at the Vancouver International Jazz Festival, where she earned a Galaxy Rising Star nomination. Here's Andrea Superstein and friends with a few of her favorite things.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies, crisp apple strudel, doorbells and sleigh bells, and schnitzel with noodles. Wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses, blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes. Silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Thank you, everyone. Happy Canada Day, North Van.
Happy Canada Day. Bonne fête du Canada to the North Vancouver community as we celebrate on the traditional ancestral territory of the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. This is a day on which we come together to celebrate our history and our values. We are certainly fortunate to live in a country that holds that our diversity is one of our greatest strengths. Today is a day to celebrate our sense of belonging, our shared values, to reflect on Canada's cultural diversity, and to promote inclusion across our nation. It can also be a time of reflection when we take the time to look back on the challenges this pandemic has brought over the past year, frustration, emotional and financial hardship for many, and for some, a loss of life. Over the past 16 months, it has been difficult for all Canadians, but throughout this pandemic, we have been there for one another by helping our neighbors, supporting small businesses, protecting our most vulnerable, and keeping our families and communities healthy. The light is now at the end of the tunnel, and it is thanks to the Team Canada approach and the resilience by members within our community that we have reached this point. Today and every day is also an opportunity for us to engage with our understanding of Indigenous peoples, their history and traditions, as a way to promote mutual respect, understanding, and fairness. The recent, very distressing news of the discovery of the remains in Kamloops and at former residential school sites in Canada is a very painful reminder that the impacts of residential schools are very much still being felt today. In addition, the tragedy in London, Ontario, the increase of hate against the Asian and Black communities have affected many Canadians very deeply and remind us of our collective responsibility as Canadians to work to create safe spaces, to dismantle systemic racism, discrimination, and to work on collective reconciliation together. As celebrations and festivities will look very different again this Canada Day, I certainly encourage you to participate in this year's virtual celebrations online or with your close circles safely. I very much look forward to the time when we can all gather in person again for celebrations and have our parade back. I want to wish all of you and your families a very happy Canada Day. Certainly, I think we should all reflect on the fact that while we live in Canada and certainly have challenges to confront, it is very much fair to say that we continue to be very fortunate to live here and to be part of working to build a more fair, a more just, a more sustainable, and a more prosperous Canada. So happy Canada Day, bonne fête du Canada.
And thanks very much, Jonathan. Well, Deep Cove's Melanie Decker has kept pretty busy during the pandemic, recording 2 new albums, a Christmas record called The New Old-Fashioned Way, and a fabulous Roaring 20s project called Barnstormer Take 1. Melanie finds her musical inspiration hiking on the North Shore, and her first song this afternoon certainly has a North Shore flavor, although not this week. Stare at the Rain.
Thank you, Kevin. It is so nice to be on a stage again. If you're missing somebody, this song is for you. I try not to tremble when I hear your name. I keep hoping I'm stronger and you won't get me this way. I can't remember why we said goodbye. Photos confuse me. I wanna say I don't cry, but I do. I miss you. I wonder what you're up to, if you still look the same. I wonder, do you think about me when you stare at the rain? We met early September in a place meant for me. Now I can't go by there without savoring memories. We looked so sweet, some said it won't last. We proved them wrong. I can't live in the past, but I do. I miss you. I wonder what you're up to, if you still look the same. I wonder, do you think about me when you stare at the rain? Will the wind blow away all that went wrong? Will I get lost in a fog or keep singing this song? Although you might be long gone, my ring still on. I do. I miss you. I wonder what you're up to, if you still look the same. I wonder. I do. I miss you. I wonder what you're up to, if you still look the same. I wonder, do you think about me when you stare at the rain? I wonder, do you think about me when you stare at the rain? Thank you.
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day, everybody.
Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada Day, North Vancouver, to you!
Brockton School's World Music Program is truly world class. The program students have been performing locally here in North Vancouver and internationally for over a decade. This is a program that aspires to foster through its music what it describes as a compassionate global consciousness. And we are delighted that these wonderfully musical students are back again for this year's North Shore Virtual Canada Day event. Here is the Brockton World Music Program with Send Me On My Way.
Happy Canada Day!
Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Hi, my name is Mike Little, Mayor for the District of North Vancouver, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all here to the North Vancouver Canada Day virtual celebrations. This event is being brought to you by the Lionsgate Rotary Club, and I just want to extend my appreciation to everybody who volunteered to create this opportunity for the community to come together and celebrate the 154th birthday of Canada. And now we know as we move through this pandemic that we're not going to be able to celebrate in person, but we look forward to the 155th birthday next year as an opportunity to come together and have a great big birthday party for the country. But I do want to express my appreciation to the Lionsgate Rotary Club again for creating an opportunity for us to at least get together virtually and talk about this. For me, I'm constantly reminded of the beauty and welcoming nature of this place. As you walk the trails in our community, you're reminded of how wonderful it is to have a safe, clean, and compassionate community with such a close connection to nature. It really is a fantastic place to live. On behalf of the Council for the District of North Vancouver, and again on behalf of a grateful community, I want to thank you all for setting up this opportunity for us to come together and for all of the people who are joining us here today. I hope you enjoy the festivities. Once again, Happy Canada Day.
Well, thanks very much, Mike. Guitarist and North Vancouver boy Jared Suter has a wide range of musical influences that have shaped his style, a style that's been described as not only vocally based, but guitar based. Jared spent 5 years in Nashville studying, songwriting, recording, and performing before returning to the North Shore. Throughout the pandemic, Jared has continued to teach, perform, and produce music from home and online. It's kept him from going a little COVID crazy, and we all know that feeling. So here's Jared Suter with Crazy.
Thanks, Kevin, and happy Canada Day, everybody. I'm super glad to be here. It's really fun to perform after not being able to perform for so long, so thanks for tuning in and listening. Got a couple songs for you, so here's Crazy. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that face. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. When you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Maybe you're crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Just like me. All right. My heroes had the heart, little eyes out there. And all I remember is thinking, I wanna be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. Now there's no coincidence I've come. I wanna die when I'm done. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Probably. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Probably.
Oh, Jared Suter with Crazy. And behind the scenes here, we've been going a little bit crazy trying to get our various virtual platforms up and running. And our apologies to those of you who are joining us on Facebook because you were a little late coming into the program. And because of that, we want to play again a very important message that you missed. And it bears repeating. As we've said right from the beginning of today's program, this is a day of reflection, as well as marking all those things that are good about Canada. And we need to hear the message again and again and again so that we can stand in solidarity with our Indigenous neighbors and friends. So give a listen now to the message that we had off the top of the program featuring our spokespersons from Tsleil-Waututh and Squamish.
Hatsqualtanoyap, Siams, Siyoyokwa, Si Toktin, Quashaman Snar, Natats, the Skahot Mishokamilk. Just opening in the original language of this land, the Skahotmish language, saying it's great to see each and every one of you, respected leaders, honored guests, friends and relatives. My ancestral name is Si Toktin. I am from the Squamish Nation. I am one of 16 elected council members and have the honor of being one of 2 political spokespersons on behalf of our council as well. I join you from the great shores of our village of Oslahan, which means the head of the bay. It's on the North Shore here. And on behalf of the Squamish Nation Council and the members of the Squamish Nation, I want to formally welcome you to our homelands of the Skahotmish people, which we share with our relatives to the south, the Hamusqueam, and our relatives to the east, the Tsleil-Waututh. We have lived on these lands since the beginning of time. And on behalf of our people, I want to wish you all a happy Canada Day. And as we think about Canada and we think about the relationships that Canada has with its original peoples, I want to call you to look at the Truth and Reconciliation report and the calls to action, the 94 calls to action in that report. And look and see where you fit in as a Canadian and how you can help our path of reconciliation to become a better and a greater country and have a better relationship with First Nations peoples across this country. And again, on behalf of my people, wish you all the best on this Canada Day. Osiam, Tamakquitsi Snachum. Those are my words, and take care, everybody.
Osiam ni siaya I Tanishqualowin, Quitsi Quitsnala Iqui, Anta Ansachalot, Anta Mana Synthalia E Quetslahot Siam, Anta Emeth Quethan Sachalot, Quetslahot Siam, Equeth Squistamatuch, Equeth Halat. Hai Sepka, Amit Sepquitwilam, Eat Slautotameth. So what I said to you in the very teeny tiny bit of my language I know called Hunklamitnam or Downriver Halkamelam, I said, my respected ones, the feelings I have inside I feel really good to see you and to be with you here today. And in Coast Salish way, I introduced myself to you with my ancestral name. I carry the name Unsachalot. And in Coast Salish way, I also shared a little bit of my family tree. We do that for many reasons, but the most important is that it informs you, the audience, that I know who I am. I know where I come from. And as a Welmochta, as a grandmother, I carry that responsibility a lot more dearly these days. So my parents are Deanna George and the late hereditary chief Ernie, or Iggy George, as he was known to his friends. My father just passed recently from a long, hard-fought battle against cancer, so it's still really raw. Both sets of my grandparents have passed on. My paternal grandparents are the late hereditary chief John L. George and the late Lillian, or Dolly George, as she was known to her friends. My maternal grandparents are the late Stan Joseph from the Squamish Nation and the late Caroline Nee Thomas Nee Joseph Nee Trimble, and she comes from the Snuneymuxw, or the Nanaimo people, and Kincolith, the Nisga'a people up in the Nass Valley. Raising my hands, it's a Coast Salish gesture of welcome. Hi, it's Sepka, thanking all of you. Amit Sepwitwilam, I welcome you here to the homelands and waters of the Tsleil-Waututh people. I'd also like to acknowledge the Squamish and the Musqueam that make this area their home as well. And just like to thank the organizers for asking us to provide this protocol welcome. And I must share with you that I'm really conflicted this time. As we're all aware of the 215 lost little souls that were discovered at the Kamloops Indian Residential School. That's why we wear orange, to honor that. And not only do we have to remember that they were children, 215 children, 430 parents, 860 grandparents who didn't get to raise these little children up. We also must consider and remember and recognize and honor and give space to all the survivors. Because every Indigenous person that you encounter this day, in these days, we carry that trauma, and we carry it in various ways, or it manifests itself in different ways. Some of them, it's self-harm, it's addictions, but it's also the systems that have traumatized us. We've just grown up in constant, consistent trauma. So as we move forward today, as Canadian citizens, I challenge you. I expect you in this day and age to go out and find out more about Canada's dark, dark history, because it's there. We've always known, and this Western Science Way was able to prove to you what our oral history has told us from day one. So Google the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's report, 94 Calls to Action. And you can also look up the Indian Residential Schools Survivor Society, and they will help you find the resources you need. Reach out to your local Indigenous nations. It's okay not to know, but it's not okay to do nothing now that you do know. Canada is a beautiful country. A lot of people come here to flee their own trauma and conflicts in their country. So let's make this country a better place for all of us, including the First Peoples of these lands. Hi, it's Sepka, thanking all of you.
And once again, our thanks to Carleen Thomas and Chris Lewis for those impactful words. And we're going to be hearing at the end of the program from the gentleman that was with Carleen, William George Thomas, as we conclude our program. But we're not concluding yet. One of the interesting things about doing this virtually, this is the second year, is that we really miss, after 35 years of being at Waterfront Park, connecting with folks and getting the feedback and getting the energy. Well, virtual has its limitations, but we can still get some of your feedback thanks to Facebook and messaging and all that other stuff that I can never figure out. But fortunately, joining me is a fellow Rotarian, Carol Johnston, who is monitoring your thoughts today. So, Carol, welcome, and tell us what you're about this afternoon.
Thanks, Kevin, and hello, everybody. Thank you so much for those of you who have held on there in Facebook when we were having some technical difficulties, and we hope that you're seeing everything that's going on now. We hope you're enjoying yourself, spending today with those you love, and now it's time for us to get interactive and make today one to remember. Share in the chat, post your Canada Day photos on Instagram or Facebook, and tag us at hashtag NorthVanCanadaDay21 and hashtag Rotary Lionsgate so we can share your photos. So let's get started as the chatter is gaining speed. And it's great to see that we've got Chris and Nicole Hall are there, Joel Eddington, we've got Mike Hudson, we've got Melanie Decker, lots of people out there. So please, everybody, reach out, start putting your information in the chat lines, and we'll see what Kevin has live for us next.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to getting back to some of that feedback you're going to be getting as well, Carol. Thank you. And we do encourage you to weigh in on this Canada Day. Well, if there's one word to describe the musical flavor of Canada, it would have to be international. Canadians come from every corner of the globe, and fortunately, they pack their music with them, like from the Caribbean and the steel drum, also known as the sweet pan. Here is Sweet Pan.
Thanks, Kevin. Now Sweet Pan is going to do an introduction song just for all of you. All you talk louder now, they can't hear you. Happy birthday, Canada. Happy birthday, Canada. Happy birthday, Canada. Happy birthday, Canada.
Sweet pen, and how sweet it is. Time now for a little Canada Day hocus pocus, also known as prestidigitation, illusion, sleight of hand, conjuration, legerdemain, or plain old magic. Whatever you call it, Joel Eddington's got it. A professional magician, originally from Salt Spring Island, Vancouver's now home, and North Shore Virtual Canada Day today is his stage.
Hi everyone, my name's Joel Eddington. I'm a magician, and I'd like to thank the Rotary Club of Lionsgate for hosting this event. Most of the effects that I do are with cards, so let's just get right into it. First off, you can see all the cards are different. They're all mixed. And we've got an audience in the studio here today that's going to be helping me with it. So before we start, I'm just going to give them a quick mix so you do know that they are shuffled. This is called a riffle shuffle. It's the most common shuffle in the whole world, used in casinos all over the place. And I'll give them a couple cuts as well. Now, Nicole, I'm going to go through the cards like this. And I just want you to say stop as I run through them, please. Stop. Right there. I'm going to take my finger and run it across. And you say stop whenever you like. I'm kind of between two cards here. Do you want the right one or the left one? Left one. Left one, okay. We're just gonna take it out like this. And I'll leave it right there just in case you would have picked the right one. It would have been that one more left, just so you know they are all different. And I'll show you guys the card. Remember it, number, and suit. And I'm gonna show you the camera as well. I'm not looking into any monitors or anything like that. Even if I do see the card, it doesn't matter. I've seen this trick before. I'm gonna go through like this. And Chris, if you could just tell me to stop anywhere you like. There, and we'll take Nicole's card and put it back in the deck, and I'll drop the rest of the cards on top. I'm not holding any breaks or anything like that. There's no way I can cheat. Now, I'm realizing with the whole Canada Day theme, I should have probably brought my red cards. They're actually red and white, and it would have suited this whole event. But here, if we take one of the cards and actually change it from blue and white to red and white, that'd be like a success. Do you remember your card? I do. Was it before clubs? Okay, so we can do it again, but we're going to do it a little differently. I'm going to take your card and leave it on top of the box here. We're going to go through, and this time, Richard, if you could tell me to stop as I run through like this, please. Stop. There. Have a look at it. Memorize it. I'm going to show the camera as well. And we're going to throw it back into the middle of the deck. And now your card is actually going to change from blue to red in just a second. Sorry. Sometimes I do actually mess up. Let's try. The card changes from blue to red. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is fine. I don't actually have to get the card right. I've already been paid for the event. I think the check's in the mail, right? Actually, here, this is what got me into magic in the first place. If we just take Nicole's card that we started with and change it into Richard's card, that'd be like a successful magic trick, yes? Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And there, wouldn't you know it, for his final trick, Joel just vanishes. Actually, Joel's going to be back a little bit later in the program, as will all the artists that you've seen thus far this afternoon. Hey, Adam Woodall is a gifted local performer. He's well known after more than 30 years playing across Canada, and especially all his gigs here in the North Shore. This afternoon, he's joined by his all-time favorite backup band, Emerson and Elliott, who, perhaps inspired by our heat wave this week, will entertain with Bruce Springsteen's I'm on Fire.
Woo! Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Adam Woodall here.
AKA Dad.
AKA what?
Dad.
AKA Dad. I'm fine with that. I'm here with my backup band, Emerson and Elliott. And happy Canada Day, everybody. That's about it. Let's sing a song for you. Daddy home, did he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. Oh, 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 I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? Does he do to you the things that I do? Only you to whom my desire. Oh, 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 I'm on fire. out, baby, edgy and dull. Got a 6-inch valley through the middle of the soul. I gotta wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. Only you, whom matters are. Oh, 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 I'm on fire. That's it. Like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull. Took a 6-inch rally through the middle of my soul. I gotta wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. Only you, whom I desire. Oh, 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 I'm on fire. Oh, oh, oh. Oh yeah, that's it. Happy Canada Day, everybody.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day, North Vancouver, from the Windsor Interact Club.
Windsor Interact Club is a service club at the Windsor Secondary School.
We raise funds for local and global charities while also providing leadership opportunities.
Well, what family hasn't had someone in the doghouse at some time or other? North Vancouver's Hughes family has taken that to a whole other level. Doghouse is the name of the family band, a trio populated by Dad David with daughter Piper and son Sam. David's been performing for years with a band that can lay claim to the greatest name of all time, She Stole My Beer. Piper joined She Stole My Beer in 2014 at the age of 14. And today, right here on this virtual stage, younger brother Sam, is joining, older brother Sam. Sorry, Sam. Anyway, he's going to join David and Piper for his debut public performance. And he doesn't seem weighed down too much by it all. Here is Doghouse with The Weight by Canadian rockers The Band.
All right, well, thank you very much, Kevin, and welcome everybody to this Canada Day celebration, celebrating the beautiful country that we live in, and thank you to the Lionsgate Rotary Club. We're going to play a song from a band called The Band, a Canadian band, 80% anyway. So I hope you enjoy it and enjoy the rest of the festivities. We are honored to be amongst this fine group of performers.
Shook my hand, no, it's all he said. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie. Put the load right on me.
Picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw her coming and the devil walking side by side, I said, hey, Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I gotta go
It's just old Luke, and Luke's waiting on a judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me.
Crazy Chester followed me and he caught me in the fall. He said, I will fix your wreck if you can take that. No, I said, wait a minute, Chester, you know I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, won't you feed him when you can?
Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me.
Catch a cannonball now to take me on down the line. My bag is sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know she's the only one who sends me here with her regards for everyone. Take the load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me.
Happy Canada Day, everybody. Woo!
Thank you.
Sam Piper and David Hughes, they are Doghouse. We said at the beginning of this live stream that it is a Canada Day unlike any other, and we're checking in with what's on your mind on this Canada Day, and here to do that is fellow Rotarian Carol Johnston. Carol, what are people talking about?
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I'd sure like to be spending time in that doghouse. I don't know about you. Well, we've got lots of chatter happening, and great to see where everybody is coming to us from. We've got Alex Blaines, an expat, joining us from London today. We've got Santiago joining us from Mexico, and a really big shout out to Melanie Decker from Santiago. Jillian absolutely loves Sweet Pan. The gals and guys, they're just doing a fabulous job. Hey, Mike Hudson, how are you doing there? Andrea says, boy, North Vancouver sure has some amazing talent, and don't we know it? Well, I think that we better get back to it. I know that we've got a number of things happening. Keep that chat coming in, please, and remember to use the hashtags when posting your photos. And on that note, we'll head back to Kevin.
Well, thanks very much, Carol, and thanks to all of you for chiming in with what you're thinking and what you're experiencing on this Canada Day. And again, our thanks to all of our performers. You're right, the North Shore is truly blessed with more than its share of terrific talent. Well, the CPR, the last spike, the Transcontinental Railway, the train has long historically symbolized tying this country together. Now, it's highly doubtful that the Doobie Brothers had that in mind when they wrote their classic hit Long Train Running, but we thought you wouldn't mind if we used that as a bit of a hook for a little Canada Day historical trivia. Here now are the Benders with Long Train Running.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you for having us again at Lionsgate Rotary. We are the Benders. Go to our website, bendersrock.com. Let's have a happy Canada Day, everyone. Happy Canada Day.
Hi everybody from Vancouver'sBestPlaces.com.
Happy Canada Day!
Well, it's great to wake up this morning and it was a lot cooler. It has felt a bit like the Caribbean last couple of days here on the North Shore. And speaking of the Caribbean, we thought it might be a good idea to rejoin our friends Sweet Pan, who have written a very special and inimitable version of Happy Birthday, Canada.
Thanks, Kevin. And now, a special song for Canada. Everybody. From the Pacific to the Atlantic, beautiful country, black and white. All our races, blending our faces, diverse places, our nations. Happy Canada Day, Canada.
Happy Canada Day!
I ache just thinking about them doing what they just did there. Fortunately, I don't have to do that. All the way now from Deep Cove again, we'd like to introduce the very, very talented Melanie Decker with her version of Maybe We're the Angels.
Well, you know, music heals. I drove my own car here to the gig, and my mom called on the way, and she's one of my best friends, so I always take her calls. But I pressed the wrong button, and then I quickly told her that I was really glad that I wasn't flying a plane or in a spaceship, because a wrong button would have got me into a lot of trouble. Anyway, I hung up on her, but I'm sure she's out there right now listening to this song. This is called Maybe We're the Angels, and I wrote this with a great friend in Vancouver. His name is David Piquel, and we hope to be making music together in one room again very soon. Candle, shadow, halo around the moon, staring at you. Nothing I'd rather do. Where you take me, somewhere I wanna be. Are we real? Am I dreaming? Maybe we're in heaven, we just don't know it yet. Everything changes by the way we're looking at it. Maybe there are places no one is a stranger. Maybe this is heaven, baby, and we're the angels. A thousand questions are stealing away my time, losing patience, falling between the lines. Now you're with me, the where, the why, they disappear. Are we real? Am I dreaming? Maybe we're in heaven, we just don't know it yet. Everything changes by the way we're looking at it. Maybe there are places no one is a stranger. Maybe this is heaven, baby, and we're the angels, where there is no one-way sign, no dark secrets to deny. Hidden meanings are a lie. You know exactly what you want to find. Maybe we're in heaven, we just don't know it yet. Everything changes by the way we're looking at it. Maybe there are places no one is a stranger. Maybe this is heaven, baby, baby. Maybe we're in heaven, we just don't know it yet. Oh, everything changes by the way we're looking at it. Maybe there are places no one
Okay, hi guys, welcome back. Hope you're enjoying the day. I've got a very special deck of cards with me. This will become clear soon. I'll show you why it's a special deck of cards. But before I do, we're going to select a card in a really interesting way. So, Richard, would you be able to name a color, red or black? Black. Black? And Kathy, could you name a black suit, clubs or spades?
Clubs.
Clubs? And Nicole, could you please pick a number between 1 and 10?
7.
7. So, if we open up the deck of cards, I'm going to show you guys. We've got it in new deck order. So it's ace all the way through to king, and that's the spades, and then ace all the way through to king, and that's the diamonds, and then it goes king all the way to ace. These are known as the kissing kings, and then we go king to ace. And what we wanted was the 7 of clubs, yes? Was there a reason you selected 7?
I couldn't select 13.
Oh yeah, well you could actually, that would be the king of, but that's a whole nother thing. We're gonna take your card and we're just gonna leave it right there. On the back of the cards, this is why this deck is special. We've actually got a magician drawn on there, and he's got a little stage and a top hat, and he actually does magic. So it doesn't happen in slow motion like this, but I'm gonna try to do it at speed so you guys can see and the people can see at home. If we run through, this is like kind of like a film, you get, it starts to move, and he reaches for his hat, puts it on the table, waves his magic wand over top, reaches inside, pulls out one playing card, and I'm hoping that that is black club 7. Can you guys see that at home okay? And then you guys can see it as well, the 7 of clubs. How did you do that? Could have named anything. You guys are very good at this. Show them some love in the comments, guys. How did they know that? I have no idea.
And I have no idea either. We said right from the beginning of this live stream that this is a very different Canada Day, unlike any other. A day to express gratitude for all the good in our country, and also to reflect and to express our collective hope that we can come together to make our country even better. And with that in mind, here now again is the Brockton World music program with a song that's very appropriate called Don't Stop Believing. Wow, that's quite a workout. You were kind of working out with them there.
Absolutely. Wow. One certainly can't stop believing of what a great country we live in after hearing the World Music Program's version. Absolutely sensational. So let's see what we have happening in the chat here. Well, boy, we have people joining us from all over the world. We've got Jim and Janice's brother is in Toronto. We've got Photo Art Propowski joining us all the way from Germany and sends a special shout out to Mel Decker. Brian's calling us in, watching us from Surrey, and so many things are happening. Crystal Bergman says, so nice that you did this and are doing this for the community. Brian, he's just really enjoying watching and listening. Jillian Steele, she tells us that we are giving her so much food for thought to the journey. I've taken that has brought me my final journey and to this beautiful part of the world, my home, Canada. So there's certainly lots going on, and you know, please continue that chat. Send us in your pictures on Facebook and Instagram, and remember the hashtags, which you can see behind me. So listen, let's keep the music rolling here, Kevin.
All right, let's just do that right now with Jared Suter, who is going to be a little bit of a styling his own version of Georgia on My Mind.
Here's a classic for you. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song, yeah, keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear, yeah, as moonlight through the pines, moonlight through the pines. Other arms, they reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Yeah, now I said, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. Just an old sweet song, yeah, keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. Other arms, they reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Yeah, now I said, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. Just an old sweet song, yeah, keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. Just an old sweet song, yeah, keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. Yeah, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. Yeah, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. Happy Canada Day, everybody.
Hey, happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day.
Woo-hoo! What is that? Look at this. Look at this. Look what we got here. Look at that. Woo-hoo! Dougie!
And here again is Andrea Superstein with her original Every Little Step.
My name's Andrea Superstein. We're going to perform a song now. It's called Every Little Step, and it was inspired by the beautiful landscapes of BC. Thank you so much. This is Marianne Chetta on keys, Renee Wurst on bass, Nino Di Pasquale on drums, and my name is Andrea Superstein. We hope you're enjoying your Canada Day. We want to thank Lionsgate Rotary for hosting this event. I hope that really soon we'll be able to see you all in person. Until then, We're going to enjoy this beautiful day together.
Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada.
And that spirited group of folks you just saw there are all members of the Lionsgate Rotary Club, the club which is presenting this, this special day, this virtual live stream. I still haven't got quite the lingo down. And also I misspoke myself a few moments ago when I was introducing Melanie Decker. I said something that could have been misinterpreted when I said that it's her version of Maybe We're Angels. Well, in fact, Melanie wrote the song, so it definitely is her version. She wrote it, and it's probably the best version you're ever going to hear. So sorry about that, Melanie. Now, let's go back to Adam Woodall with Galway Girl by Steve Earle, followed by some more magic with Joel Eddington.
How's it going, everybody? Adam Woodall here again, aka
Dadum, Radum, Wadum, Hairy Daddy.
Oh my god, I am getting hairy. It is true. As I get older, I get more hairy, and people poke at me. Anyways, I'm here with my backup band, Emerson and Elliot, and we're just wishing everybody a happy Canada Day. And here's a song for you. Well, took a stroll on a old long walk, A-I-A-I-A. Met a little girl, she stopped to talk on a fine soft D-I-A. Ask you, friend, what's a fella to do? Because her hair was black and her eyes were blue. But you're right then, I'll be taking a whirl. And I lost my heart to a Galway girl. Oh yeah. We were halfway there when the rain came down. D-I-A-I-A. She asked me up to her flat downtown. Fine soft D-I-A. Ask you, friend, what's a fella to do? Because her hair was black and her eyes were blue. I travel around, I've been all over the world. Boys, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. I woke up, I was all alone. D-I-A-I-A. The broken heart and the ticket home on a fine soft D-I-A. Ask you, friend, what's a fella to do? Because her hair was black and her eyes were blue. I travel around, I've been all over the world. I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. You guys, happy Canada Day. See ya.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having fun. I've got one last thing to show you here, and that is a little ball and a cup. The idea is to follow the ball. First off, I'll show you, it's a little wooden ball. It's very hard. It's kind of like a cat toy. And then we've got a copper cup. There's no trap doors or hidden, I don't know, mirrors or anything like that. The idea is to follow the ball. So tell me if it's in my hand, underneath the cup, on top of the cup, or it goes down here into the pocket. That's where you'll see it most. So Kathy, your guess first. You tell me, where do you think the ball is, pocket or cup?
The pocket.
Very good. Like I said, I put it in the pocket every time. this sounds kind of silly, but pre-COVID, I used to have people blow on the ball. It would disappear, shoot, fly through the air, landing back under the cup. We're going to do it again, but this time, Chris, it's your guess. Same thing, pocket or cup. Okay. You are very good at this. How did you know that? I mean, it's pretty obvious. You could just see me putting it there. Actually, if I do put it there like this, wave my hand over like that, would you be impressed if it was back under the cup, Richard? Yes. Considering I haven't even touched it, right? So I'll teach you guys at home how to do a little bit of magic before we leave. So this is going to kind of be like a peek behind the curtain. What I'm doing is sleight of hand. So just as a demonstration, if I drop the ball like in front of my table like this, watch how quickly it actually goes back on top of the cup. Now, some of you might have caught me. I think you guys did. That's good. You have a good eye. What I'm doing is sleight of hand. I'm pretending to take the ball, leaving it secretly in the other hand, right? I pretend to take it over here, and I leave it over here. The idea, if it goes in my back pocket, not even using any sleight of hand, it can't be under the cup, right? Not with a lemon under there. There's no room. It doesn't have any space. But I was like, how does a lemon that big fit under a cup with another lemon under it, right? Like one can fit, but two, there's no way. Must be a special table. I don't know. We'll do a little flag there. Thank you guys so much for having me again. Thank you. Show them some love in the comments, guys. They came here to be in the studio today.
Well, thank you, Joel. What a great addition to this Canada Day virtual live streaming. They are the Hughes family. They are David and Piper and Sam, and they are now back with us as Doghouse with Paris Ooh La La by Grace Potter and the Nocturnals.
Hey everyone, we are Doghouse. A little bit about us. These two have been jamming together for years, but I liked rock and roll too much, so I had to join in just a couple years ago. Anyways, happy Canada Day.
If I was
Happy Canada Day.
Ooh la la. Carol, you were asking people who, anybody that lives in the North Shore, of course, we believe this is the most special place on the entire planet, but you were asking people, what is their special place in this most special place? What have they told you?
Yeah, we've got lots of people chatting about this one, Kevin. We've got, Crystal tells us the top of Mount Seymour. Photo Art tells us Cypress Falls Park, and they want to visit all the other lovely places around Vancouver. Andrea, she comments on the top of Grouse the Grind. She said, despite the slog to get there, skiing at Cypress, Lynn Valley Canyon, and so much more. Tanya, she makes a comment here, a little bit different, and says, it's so nice to be able to celebrate Canada Day from home. I have boys that have never been able to celebrate due to COVID, and I can't wait until we can celebrate Canada again. We've also got another one from Tanya saying, thank you for the deaf interpreters and the deaf interpreters, and it's very helpful. I wish the interpreters could sign the music as well, but maybe next time we can bring that for you. So listen, there's so much going on. Keep those coming. And oh yeah, one for Joel. Chris Hall is still pondering how Joel did the 7 clubs trick with the cards. So one for Joel to think about there. And as well, let's go back and think about, how do you give back to your community? Share that in the chat. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks very much, Carol. Some interesting, great feedback. Thanks for all of your thoughts. We're going to have one more performance from the Benders. They're going to rock this house, as they say, with a performance of Get Ready by the Temptations.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Rotary Lionsgate, for having us on this Canada Day. We are the Benders. Please go to our website, bendersrock.com. Let's go.
Day, everyone. Cheers.
Happy Canada Day to everyone. From Harvest Project, we're one of the North Shore's charity organizations. We extend a hand up to individuals and families who are experiencing serious challenges in the community. We wish everyone a terrific holiday.
Hi there, Stan van der Workens here. I'm the president of the Rotary Club of Lionsgate in North Vancouver. Thank you for being with us today. Last year, we adjusted quickly to the pandemic circumstances so we could bring you a continuation of the past 32 years of coming together on the North Shore on July 1st. This year is different. The news about the residential schools leaves a mark on us, leaves a mark on Canada, and cries out for more understanding of what happened in the past. We're all devastated by the news and the truth about the children and their families. My role as president of Rotary is to work together with our community to make meaningful contributions, strengthen togetherness, and create better friendships while providing support where it is needed most. The Backpack Buddies, Hollyburn Family Service Society, the Youth Safe House, the Boys and Girls Club, Shelter Box, and other initiatives are receiving our support. It's very clear that we as a club and as a community need to do more. Reprogram our focus and reset our full understanding of the Truth and Reconciliation Report. Today, I commit that the Rotary Club of Lionsgate will support the Indigenous community and that we will deliver the following primary initiatives with regard to communication and education. First, extend our existing annual youth scholarship program to include 2 new scholarships specifically for local First Nations students. Second, invite First Nations leaders to further educate us on truth and reconciliation. And third, work with and listen to the Indigenous community to help us understand their specific needs better and action together. We have to do this together with you, your families, your friends, and neighbors. We're all responsible. Within the next 3 years, we aim to achieve the implementation of a youth clubhouse on the North Shore. We will do this in collaboration with the Indigenous community, the City and District of North Vancouver. We're also working with small businesses to achieve this goal. Over the next few years, we need to raise $160,000. In order to accomplish this goal, we need your donations and support. I thank you in advance and for tuning in and listening today. As a community organization, we're always excited to welcome more people to the team and to connect with each other to achieve one common goal: togetherness. Visit us on RotaryLionsgate.com to get to know us a bit better. Thank you for joining us, and we're looking forward to welcoming everyone. Best in good health to all of you.
Thanks very much, Stan. We're going to close this 2021 North Vancouver Canada Day live stream as we opened it, by opening our hearts and our minds to listen, to understand. William George Thomas is a member of the next generation of the Tsleil-Waututh, who will carry forward the torch of truth and reconciliation.
Hello everyone, Hannes Kwana Squeet Talitsin Sayathnats. My traditional name is Hannes. I introduce myself in Hakaminam, and the little I do know, that is my mother tongue of Tsleil-Waututh Nation. My English name though is William George Thomas. As I said, I am a proud member of Tsleil-Waututh, and today I'm filming for you at least, here at Weyawachin, which means facing the winds, facing the wind. More commonly though known as Kate's Park. I'm here to speak words about Canada Day. I have very mixed emotions about Canada Day, or even celebrating Canada Day. It started off with 215 unmarked children's graves at Kamloops, and since then it's risen all the way up to 1,300 plus, and there's going to be a lot more that's going to be found once we search more and more. It's very hard for our community I work directly in my community. We come together in giant drum circles. We use our songs, we use our drums. We've had our elders who are residential school survivors. They spoke. To us, this is our medicine, coming together as a community. It's how we heal. Just know, as allies, there's a lot of stuff you can do. One is understanding why celebrating Canada Day is not great this year. We ask you to wear orange instead. Another thing is to understand where you live. If you live here, understand more about Tsleil-Waututh culture, understand more about Musqueam culture, understand more about Squamish culture, because even though we're in Canada, even though I'm on Turtle Island, even though I'm an Indigenous person from BC, British Columbia, I'm also belong to the Coast Salish people, and I belong to the Tsleil-Waututh people. Indigenous culture in Canada and in the US as well, because you know, it is artificial borders. I have family in the US before there were borders there. Our cultures are very diverse. So understand whose land you live in will help. And also how you can act within reconciliation is doing your studies. Look into different treaties, look into the Indian Act, look into the 94 calls to action. Especially, I believe it is 71 through 74, I believe it's all about the Catholic Church and their role within residential schools. There's a lot of information for you to know. It's only really your job to understand it, to put it to practice, to understand whose land you're on, how it affected us. Those are some small actions. Also, when asking Indigenous people, you got to understand we are going through a lot of trauma. If you go up to any Indigenous person, they could be either a first generation or a second generation Indian residential school survivor. Myself, I am a second. My grandparents were in residential school. My grandma is still living today, so she is a survivor. Today, I am going to be singing you guys the Wolf song. It's Tsleil-Waututh, we are the Wolf Clan. So I sing you this song as a proud member of a Wolf Clan, and I'm a proud Tsleil-Waututh, as we call it. Yeah.
Ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, 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 hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, 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 hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, 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 hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, 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 hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, ho, hilo, ho, 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 hilo, ho, he.
It's that cup.
This is a Canada Day of mixed emotions for many. We hope this live stream has helped foster pride and gratitude for the good that exists in our nation, while fueling your resolve to be as one with those living with the pain of injustice, so that together we can make Canada an even better place for generations to come. As we say goodbye until next year, and hopefully live in person again at Waterfront Park, we want to thank the many volunteers and partners who made this possible. And most of all, we want to thank you for joining us.